Hey everybody, today is Sunday, May 15th, 2022. This is Wes Fryer. This has been my second attempt to cook beef short ribs, but significantly, as my dogs are going wild in the backyard, I've cooked it overnight on my RecTeq RT-700 Bull smoker. And so I've been thinking that this was gonna be an 8-hour cook. So I actually put these on last night at 2 a.m. Let me just tell you briefly what I did, and I'll try and show some pictures of last night's meat prep. Then we'll take a look at this, and I think I'm gonna need to leave this on for another hour, but we're gonna check. It looks amazing actually, and it was probing at about like 175, 180. We're going for about 205, 210, a little bit warmer than we would get a brisket. So first, let's take a look. Last night, so this was the prepared meat. This is a Costco choice short rib. Short rib, if you're not familiar with it, is considered by many people that have a lot more barbecue wisdom than I to be the best bite in barbecue. I've had short ribs a few times. It usually is amazing. They're also called dino ribs, and you'll see, you know, as we look why they're called dino ribs. But it is expensive. I mean, it was like about $7.99 a pound, something like that. These two together were like $72 or something like that. This is an expensive cook. Not quite prime rib level, but it's definitely, you know, up there brisket wise, and it's not going to produce, I don't think, quite as much meat as a full brisket. But anyway, I'll do a shout out to Matt at Meat Church and Harry Sue Barbecue, Slap Your Daddy Barbecue, as well out in LA. And also Tom, Chef Tom, who has got all things barbecue. I'll put the links to their 3 videos down in the description of this one. Those are the ones I've been studying. The last time I tried to do a short rib, I just did it on my Weber kettle, and I tried to do the snake method, but I hadn't, actually, this is crazy and dumb, but I did not have my bottom vent where I could adjust it, and so the fire just got too hot and I burned it. And I mean, it was edible, but it definitely wasn't great. It wasn't the best bite of barbecue. So we want to have this today after church. In fact, I gotta hurry up so we can get home, or go to church and then get home to eat this. Couple things. So a lot of times, well, before I have my RecTeq, I just used, and this is great, ThermoPro wireless thermometers. This is great when you're monitoring at home, but I'm actually going to monitor this from church. I'll be paying attention too, I assure you. But I don't want to get I don't want the meat to get much over 210. So I'm going to put in my probe. I didn't do that last night. Sometimes I'll do that, and it'll make a nice graph to show me exactly where my how my temperature has changed over time. I didn't wrap. This is an incredibly easy cook. Okay, so you want to let the rub set up, and I did a yellow mustard binder, and then just a SPG salt, pepper, garlic rub. So that was, I used a teaspoon to do equal parts, but it was 6 parts, heaping teaspoons, of salt, 6 heaping teaspoons of pepper, and then 3 heaping teaspoons of granulated garlic. And I stirred that up with a fork, put the mustard on. I'm doing the one-handed glove method, so my left hand was the gloved hand, so rubbing the, oh great, the dog just went in the water. The gloved hand was the one that got the mustard all over, and then I sprinkled the water. I need to close the door so the dog doesn't go inside. We have this board we usually set over on our pool to keep our dogs out, and it's not on there, and Moose decided that he needed to take a morning dip. Isn't that lovely? Maybe he'll get to stay outside this morning. I'm distracted. The other things, we're going to probe this in just a second with my my $12 ThermoPro. Someday I'll get a more expensive and better one. But really important, I've got the gloves. So I'm going to put these on. I didn't wrap. I simply put this on at 2 a.m. at 250 degrees. I think if I would do this again, I might do it at 225 to slow things down a little bit. Again, I've been thinking that this was going to be an 8-hour cook, and that's what I planned for. The other thing that I have is a cooler and some just cheapo towels that I got at Walmart, because I'm going to actually put these in butcher paper, but then I'm going to wrap them in the towels and put them in the cooler. So the meat's gonna have time to rest, and that's critical. And oh my gosh. So yeah, I got to get this done. All right, let's switch over to the smoker. All right, here we go. Let's probe and see where we're at temperature-wise. We are probing at 190 right now, 195. That's getting close, but that's not quite where we want to be. Oh my gosh, it's so tender though. Okay, look at that. This is done. This guy is done. We're probing at 208. So the smaller, well, that side, that thickest side, is not. It's probing at 198. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this on a little bit more. Isn't that interesting? That side right here of the same short rib, probing at 205, and then this side probing, you know, right at 198, below 200. Okay, so the thickest one, I think we still need a little bit more time. Not a whole lot. Okay, actually this makes my job a little easier right now. I gotta go get my dog. All right, it's 11 o'clock. I turned off my grill at 9:30, right at the end of church. So these short ribs cooked for 7.5 hours. They've been resting for an hour and a half. Actually on the grill, maybe not ideal. I would have preferred to wrap them and put them in the cooler. Let's see what they're temping at right now. And then I may just bring them in right now rather than wrap them. Let's take a look. All right, I think that these got to a little over 200, but they've been sitting here, like I said, an hour and a half, so looks like we're at about 190. This one would have been a little bit hotter. I think they're gonna be fine to just rest out, cool a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them on a tray, like a cookie sheet, and let them rest a little bit more. Make sure our doggies, there's Rosie. Rosie says, what is this? Moose, what do you think? Moose has got his toy. Let these rest a little bit more, and then I'll take the bones out, cut them up, and we're gonna eat. I need to make some eggplant too though. This is the moment that I have waited for 11 hours. Okay, let's give it a shot. Wow. Okay, yeah. I think that's the best bite of barbecue I've ever had in my life. Oh my gosh. I gotta take another one. Oh my word. Mmm. Stubbs Original Barbecue, baby. 7.5 hours, 250 degrees on the RecTeq. No wrap. You see that dripping down? I've got barbecue sauce on my face. Delicious. It's time to eat. Bruce, are you ready?
Alright, so you called us.
Hold on, Mom. Hold on. We're giving the dog their bites. Actually, they've already had a little bit. Is it good?